fun, kids play vlog, have fun, learn some.
Hey everybody, let's learn how to
Go fishing!
Yay! So there's lots of ways you can go fishing. Ocean fishing, or lake fishing, or pond fishing, or river fishing, or stream fishing, or fly fishing, or you know, on and on. There's so many ways to fish, right? But we want to just learn the basics of how to take some kids fishing with some easy to get, easy to use, basic stuff you're going to have. For example, you're going to have a fishing pole. And one of the earliest fishing poles was a cane pole, right? You can actually go down to some places and the cane will grow by the riverbank. And you can cut one off, use a knife, and cut one off, and put a string and a hook, and you're ready to go. That's one of the most basic ways to go fishing. So I'm going to give that to Dale. Before we go with fishing poles, we should learn how to fish. And for little kids, babies, there are all these little fishing toys that you have. They have some pretend strings and some pretend baits that you can cast around the house. It won't hurt anything. And you can teach a little baby even how to go fishing at home, right? A real fishing pole for grown-ups looks a lot like this. You can even fish in the ocean. We fished in the ocean in California, didn't we, Dale? And the poles and the lines look very similar to this. You don't need anything real fancy, just a reel and a rod and some string. It's a real fine, high-strength fishing string, and a hook and some bait, right? For kids have, and this is what Dale caught his first trout on, right? Yeah, this blue cutie. Even the string is inside, so you have less chance of getting tangled up. It has a place to hook the string so you can stow it away. You have a bobber. You see that bobbing around there? That's used for what?
So if the fish bites.
If the fish bite, the bobber floats on the surface of the water and it starts bobbing up and down when the fish is pulling underneath the water on the hook, right? So you can pull him up after that. And there's another example of a kid's fishing reel, rod and reel. It's very simple. You always use your thumb to release the string and then crank it in with the crank handle. Very basic, but it does take some practice and it does take some effort. You have to be patient. Fishing is patience, and fishing is also about having fun, right?
Yeah, but some fish actually are super strong and can pull off your hooks on the foot pole.
Yeah, so fish are very cunning and they're very intelligent and they can get off your hook. So you want to have lots of good equipment. For example, you need some hooks. These are nice metal hooks that you use. You would need a swivel. These are called swivels, where you tie your string to the swivel on one end, and the other end has a little release on it. And that way you can put different size hooks or lures, for example, onto your swivel and make it interchangeable. So you don't always have to switch by tying your string. And of course you have your standard fishing string. Comes in all different types for different weights of fish that you're fishing for. You have some really nice what are called lures out there.
They look like fish, but the fish they look like food.
Some of yes, they do look like food. That's the whole point of lures and bait. It's food for the fish you're trying to catch, right? So these are, some of them look like little fish.
Like some ones get pulled.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. The hooks are very sharp. So adult supervision is required. Always remember, adult supervision is required. So you take those lures, and there's so many different kinds, some fuzzy ones and shiny ones, and you learn how to put them on your pole and you fish with those. And kids have their own little, cute little fishing box that you can put all that stuff in, bobbers and lures and baits. And the grown-ups have a large bag that you can add different things to, more lures and all kinds of things. And you're going to need a fishing stringer. The pointy end goes in the fish's gills, in the mouth through the gills, and then you hook the other end on the shore, and then the fish can go back in the water and survive while you keep fishing. So the fishing stringer is very important. Also, a net. Sometimes it's hard to get the fish if you're in a boat or on the shore, kind of up high, or somewhere hard to reach the water. Sometimes a fishing net is handy. You can dip down and catch your fish. Some people go camping when they fish. There's daytime fishing, nighttime fishing, right? So you might need coolers to take your refreshments in. You need a chair or two to relax in. And that's important. Other things you need, some knives. This is a very sharp fillet knife to clean your fish. Adult supervision only, no kids. You need a multi-tool.
What is multi-tool?
That's a good question, Dale. Multi-tool is just that. This thing has screwdrivers, it has pliers, it has knives. For example, you can slide out the pliers, and then you have a neat little set of pliers. You can pull the hooks out of the fish or take them off a limb. That you get a hook caught in the limb. Inside there's files and saws, and these are so handy for everything. And, you know, if you're going camping at night, you need light. And of course, there are live baits you can buy, worms and crickets and minnows. You can get those at the bait stores that are out there. Sometimes the big stores, even Walmart, sells bait. So there's lots of things you need to go fishing, but this will get you started, everyone. And Dale loves to go fishing. You went ocean fishing, right? There's Mommy and Dale on the fishing trip. We're leaving the harbor. There's our Captain Jeremy. Say hi, Jeremy.
Hey, how you doing? Here we go.
Here we go. And you went fishing on the lake, right? Dale's on the lake. There's other boats here. Gonna go find a fishing spot. Out on the big lake. Up by the mountain. And you went fishing on the pond, right?
And camping.
Camping, yeah, remember we started camping. Tell the kids what happened today.
I caught a fish.
And was that your first fish ever?
Yeah,
And it was what kind of fish?
a trout.
And we were just about to give up. A last minute, and all of a sudden Dale's bobber went down. What were you using for bait?
A worm.
Earthworm, right? And that's what caught your trout.
It was a big one.
It was big, yeah. And there's so many other places, so try everything out. And while you're doing all that, you need good stuff to take with you. You need good merchandise. So for example, this hat you can get at redbubble.com, where Dale's merchandise is being sold. He has shirts like this, Just Watch Me. And you can get mugs, you can get stickers. Of art and clothing at redbubble.com. Go there and buy the merch. It will be helpful to help Dale out. All the proceeds go to Dale's education and his medical needs. So that's it, folks. Everything you need to know to get started, how to go fishing. Right, Dale? Give me 5. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.
Bye.